Hello my crafty friends, I'm Lesley and thank you so much for stopping by Crafty Cards with Lesley. For today's card I thought I'd do something a little different. I thought I'd go over the basics of two-step stamping. It's not complicated and a great way to make quick cards. I'm using an old stamp set from close to my heart called Sweet Fruit. Now there are many two-set stamps available from various companies. Stampin Up has a new one out, I believe, Perfectly Pears I think it's called, and I'll leave the information anyway at the end of the video. So just have a look in your stash. You probably have something already there and you don't even know what it is. I know I did a few years ago. I got some and I kind of liked the card that I saw made with it, but I didn't realize that it was a two-step stamping card. So yeah, it's surprising what you've got hidden in your stash. Anyway, let's get on, and these are the cards that I've been playing with today. And I saw that I think it's called Perfectly Pears, but as I said, I'll leave that information below at the end of this video. But I thought, well, you know, I've got a stamp set very similar to this. It doesn't have pears in, but it's got all kinds of fruit. So I'm still debating. I'm still on the fence whether to order that one or not. But I thought I'd have a play with this one. And these are the ones I've come up with. I'll go through what I've used. And so this is a set. And some of you may have already got this one. Unfortunately, Close to My Heart's no longer in business. But I've had this set for quite a long time, and I thought I'd just have a little play with it. It does come with the dies, but I first cut this out because I didn't want the white rim around the edge. But as you can see, it comes with the two different ones to do the two-step. So that's what I used for the stamps. We're going to make, actually, this is the one we're going to make today, the lemon one. I really like that one. So I use this little die, the little arch die, but you could use whatever shape. A rectangular shape would look really nice. And for the leaves on this, I always keep my dies all together, sort of all leaves together and whatnot. So this is one, and it's from Sizzix. It's quite an old one, but whatever leaf die or punch you have, I'm sure you can make it work. So those are the dies. The sentiment, this is another Close to My Heart one. You're My Jam, and You're the Zest. It's this one here that I used, and yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And then this is the, I go through phases where I use different things constantly. So this is the flavor of the month for this one, and it's by Creative Expressions. Excuse me. And it's called Butterfly Garden. I'm not sure, I think it's still available, but as I said, it's been around quite a long time. So I don't know if you can pick it up, but there's butterflies and almost like orange blossoms in there. But quite a pretty one. So that's what I use for this card too. So we don't need that envelope. So this is this has got some glossy accent on as well. So it actually looks really juicy and just about ready to eat, I think, those oranges. And this is obviously very similar to the one that we're going to make in today, except I just put a single apple on that one. And then this is the cherry one, but it's got a really nice glossy look to it. It does look quite, didn't do any glossy accent on that one. And then I put a cluster of apples on that one. Yeah, so I made a square card. So I have a lot of little bits and pieces all cut out, but I thought I'd take you through the, let's pop that up there so you can still see it, so I can still see it for reference. So what I like to do, now the back side of these mats, this is an All Close to My Heart's mat. They've, it's got a foamy surface, but the Close to My Heart comes with these sort of spongy things inside of them. So they're great actually for stamping on. I find you get a lot better impression rather than stamping right onto a flat surface. So if you've got anything with a little bit of cushion, just try it. It does make a bit of difference. So let's go ahead and we'll do this stamping. So what I'm going to do, I use two different colors for this card. an old one, an Avocado from Close to My Heart, but it's very close to Granny Apple Green. And then this is a very, very old one. As you can see, the colour's just about, print's just about faded off there, but it's Yo-Yo Yellow. So any sort of combination that you have to do the lemons, so, or any other fruit that you're going to do. So I've already put them on Stampin' blocks. So I'm going to do the base one first, so the yellow one first. And try and get lots of ink on there. I'm sorry if I'm wobbling the camera. It looks quite orange, doesn't it? But it is in fact yellow. So let's just pop it on there. I'll just close that up. Okay, so you've got a nice lemon look to that one. So we need to add a little bit of shading. So the rounder bit is at the bottom, and it's a bit difficult for me because I don't want to drag it towards me, if not you'll be off camera view. So I'll try and line this up the best I can. It's probably not going to be great, but we'll go for it. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Very, very easy to do. It's certainly a lot quicker than trying to color everything in. And as I said, what I did with mine is I just cut it out. I mean, that's a very simple thing to fussy cut. So it's probably as quick to do it that way as to line up your die and walk over to the die cut machine and do all that. So now another little thing that I did to move that out of the way, do my leaves. You could just cut them out of just regular cardstock, or I like to blend my inks, and I've just a blending brush with ink on there, and I'm just using those two colors that I used for the lemons. So just pop it on there, and you do get a variation in the color then. If you just cut it out on cardstock, it's a very flat color, but this one just gives you a little bit more depth to it. So then you would put your die on there, run that through the machine. But to save time, I'm not going to fussy cut these ones, or this one. I've got some already done. So let's put this card together. Now, as I said, I've got all the bits and pieces all done. And I never make just one card, so I've got other bits and pieces for other cards. So this is, I'm going to do a tent fold for this one. So it stands up like that, and that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The mat on the top is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then this one is about 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. But whatever die you have to make it sort of a focal point to do your little clusters on. So let's work on this one first. So I need 2 lemons and 3 little, let's see if we can get them about the same color. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat this minute. Oh, that's a nice contrast. Let's do those. I also did some little strips as well, just on the computer, and I thought that was a good one. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Get well soon. Nice little get well message. So yeah, if your stamp sets don't have the right sentiment that you want to go with your card, just print one out and then just cut it into strips, and it makes for a good card. You can personalize it, put the person's name on it, and yeah, it makes just a nice little touch. So before I start sticking these down, actually, I'm going to, with this one, I just put little splatters on there. So we'll do the same. We'll do it in the yellow, same as though the lemons. And you can just take a paintbrush and splatter some ink on there. Just water it down a little bit and just splatter it. But I have my go-to splatter stamp. I'll just do random splatters. It's just like controlled splattering. And this is definitely a well-used splatter stamp. used that one many times. Okay, so I'm going to basically place them in the way I had them before. So I'm going to use my tape runner just to stick the base one down. I'll just pop it like that. And then the next one I'm going to bump up on dimensionals. Now, will that fit on there? These are just the end bits. I hate to not use the end bits. They work just as well. So let's pop that one down. And I always find if you get everything into place, then you can use the little bits. I've left a little bit at the top there, so I can just tuck the leaves underneath there. So that one goes down a little bit further, and then that leaves room for the leaves. I'll pop that one back. We just need 3. So I'm going to, on the top of this one, I'm going to put a small little dimensional. Excuse me. I'll tuck that one there. So that's sort of going to be the main one, and then the other ones are just going to be a bit of fillers. I'm not sure whether we want to bump these up or not, so I won't attach the top of them. Yeah, that should be good. Let that just stick over the edge. Yeah, so that's all there is to do a little cluster of fruit and leaves. Now, with anything that you've embossed, put lots and lots of tape on, because it's you're going to get sort of little bumpy areas along the edge if you don't. So I like to take the tape runner all the way around, and then we'll just pop one in the middle. And we'll center this one. I'll make sure it's going the right way. I have been known to put the mats on upside down. Just smooth that one out. And then with this one, I have, here we go. I have this, which I need to get another roll, but it's a nice thick foam, and I'm just going to put one strip down the middle on this one. I just get this one off Amazon. And just peel that and center it. So as you can see, very quick card. You don't, the colouring I always think takes the time. Is that straight-ish? Yes, I think so. Now with these ones, I put the little flowers on with the little dots on there. But with this one, I have these that I really want to use up. So I thought I would put those on. None of my cards are always the same. May make a batch of cards and they're all slightly different, but that's okay. And just put a little one up here. So that's our card for the day. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this card. And if you've got any two-step stamps, just give them a try. Just try different combinations of colour too, and it's surprising what comes out of it. And yeah, I'll list everything that I used below this video. And if you enjoyed this card, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye.